We're going to be talking about Matthew Perry. Were you guys a fan of Friends back in the day? Now, Friends is not something that I really was into at first, but back in the day, didn't have cable. So, you know, you were kind of subject to whatever they play on regular television. And Friends was something that was just syndicated. It was playing, I think, on Channel 9 or something like that. Oh, yeah, you know, you just at the house, you're bored, don't have nothing to do. Yeah, you watch Friends. And after a couple episodes, like, you know, this is actually pretty good. It's actually very funny. Had a great story. It was on for a very, very long time. And Matthew Perry, he played one of the key characters in Friends. So let's go ahead and break down the story really quickly. Matthew Perry, star of Friends, dies after a parent drowning. In Los Angeles, Matthew Perry, the star of the hit show Friends, died after a parent drowning, according to Fox News. Law enforcement sources confirmed to Fox News that Perry was found dead Saturday and would appear to be a drowning at his home in the Los Angeles area. According to TMZ, emergency personnel first responded to the call, reporting cardiac arrest at the house. No drugs were found on the scene and no foul play is suspect per the outlet. Perry was 54 years old, very young. 54 years old. Perry's 10 seasons on Friends made him one of Hollywood's most recognizable actors, starring opposite from Jennifer Aniston, Courtney Cox, and the rest of the cast of Friends, a group in New York. He played a character named Chandler. So as Chandler, he played a quick-witted, insecure roommate of Joey. Remember Joey? And a close friend of Ross. That was the guys. By the series end, Chandler is married to Cox. Monica, that's her name. Okay? Monica. Yeah, Courtney Cox. Monica. And they have a family reflecting the journey of the core cast of the single New Yorkers to be married in starring families. This series was one of television's biggest hits and has taken on a new life and found surprising popularity with younger fans in the recent years on streaming services. Friends and fellow actors paid tribute to Perry following the news of his death Saturday night. The official Friends account on Instagram also posted about the loss, calling Perry a true gift to us all. Yeah, he was very sarcastic. And it was like a funny sarcastic. I enjoyed it. Unknown at the time, he struggled a lot with addiction and an intense desire to please audiences. Addiction is crazy, man. It's a real thing. Check up on your friends. Addiction is something that's crazy. So he struggled with that. Friends was huge. I couldn't jeopardize that. I loved the script. I loved my co-actors. I loved the scripts. I loved everything about the show, but I was struggling with my addiction, which only added to my sense of shame. He wrote in his memoir, Friends, Lovers, and the Big Terrible Thing. I had a secret and no one could know. That's a tough one, man. You kind of fighting that demon by yourself. That's a tough one. I felt like I was going to die if the live audience didn't laugh. And that's not healthy for sure. But I could sometimes say a line and the audience wouldn't laugh and I would sweat and sometimes go into convulsions, Perry wrote. If I didn't get the laugh I was supposed to get, I would freak out. I felt that every single night. This pressure left me in a bad place. An HBO Max reunion special in 2021 was hosted by James Corden and fed into the huge interest in seeing the cast together again. Although the program consisted of the actors discussing the show and was not a continuation of their characters' stories, Perry revealed the Emmy nomination for his Friends role and 2 more appearances as an associate White House counsel on The West Wing. That's right, he was on The West Wing. I forgot about that. Perry also had several notable film roles starring opposite of Salma Hayek, in the rom-com Fools Rush In, and Bruce Willis in the crime comedy The Whole 9 Yards. So that's crazy. I think at one point, he was making like $1 million an episode from Friends. Yeah, you're making some money, boy. So it's very sad. He did admit that he had addiction, and I read it. I don't have the article in front of me, but he got into something that kind of helped him with that. What's that game called? Pickleball or something like that? I've never played it, but I guess it's starting to get popular. Pickleball. He used to play pickleball, and that would help him with his addiction. So, according to the story I read, I don't have the article in front of me. That day, he had just been playing pickleball, and his assistant came by, just bought him a new iPhone and bought him some other stuff. She left the house and came back. When she came back to the house, she found him drowned. I guess his jacuzzi and his bathtub. And it's like, how do you drown? So that's why some people were saying, oh, it must have been drugs. Right? He must have been like intoxicated and passed out, and that happens. But according to the first responders, they said drugs was not a part of it. So what happened? Was he just tired? Did he fall asleep? Was it really an accident? Did he slip somehow? And just, who knows what happened. I mean, I'm sure more details are going to come as they do more research or more investigating on the matter. So very, very sad.